lengthening the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. And then from here, shrug your shoulders up by your ears, bring your shoulder blades down onto your back, scoop your belly, sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push the air out, blow the air out. Once again, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, blow the air out. Like you're blowing out a candle. And then from here, looking over that right shoulder, come back to the center. Gazing over the left shoulder, come back to the center. Once again, right, center, left, back to the center. Drop your chin to your chest. Come back to the center, look up. Center, chin to your chest. And center and look up. Come back to the center. Go through a couple of shoulder rolls here. So shrugging your shoulders up by your ears. Draw your shoulder blades down onto your back. 2 more like that. Nice and easy. Nice. From here, we're going to come forward. So rounding forward. 2 more just like that. Nice. Last one. Nice. From here, shrug the shoulders by the ears. Slide the hands back behind the thighs. We're going to grow tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, scoop your belly around your low back. Let that draw you back. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale, C-shape, curve the low back navel to your spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, scoop the belly. So bringing this C-shaped curve really round through your low back. Let that reach you back. And you can release the arms from here if you like. Exhale and around, scoop your belly, reach back. Nice. Inhale, plant the feet, grow tall. Exhale, curl the tail under, let that reach you back. 1 more like that. Make sure you're rounding through the spine on this first one. And then the next time you rise up, you can slide the hands back behind the thighs. We'll grow tall. Hinge from your hips so spine is nice and long. And then rise up, grow tall. Hinge from the hips, keep the feet planted. And then rising up, growing tall. 2 more like that. Hinge. Nice long spine, head sits atop the spine. 1 more hinge. Leaning back. Nice. From here, grow tall. We're going to take the arms and lengthen them out and hinge once again. Scooping the belly. Keep the feet planted down into the floor. A little sense of adducting, so drawing the inner thighs in. This next time, lengthen up through the crown of the head. We're going to bend the right elbow, rotate, open the chest up to the right, and sweep it around. Bend the left elbow, open it up to the left, and sweep it back around. So spine is long. You're bending that elbow back here like you're drawing back a bow. And then open the chest toward the sidewalk and sweep it around. Nice. 1 more each side. Exhale, rotate. And sweep it around. Exhale and rotate. And sweep it around. Nice. From here, slide forward on your mat just a bit. We're going to bring the hands back behind the thighs. Scoop your belly. Come to that C-shape curve. Roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time, releasing all the way to the floor. Nice. Once you're here, walk your feet in. We're going to separate the feet about sitting bone width apart. Slide your hands to your lower belly. We're just going to do a little pelvic tilt. So from here, press your low back down. And then come through neutral. Allow your back to arch away from the mat. Neutral. Press the low back down. And neutral. Allow the back to arch. From here, think of scooping the belly. So you're spilling. It's like you have a soup bowl right on this lower belly. And then as you tuck the tail, the soup is spilling towards you. Release, and the soup spills the other way. So we're going to find a neutral spine where you're not spilling your soup. So you're not spilling it towards you or away. And then release the arms at your side. So neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Nice. From here, you're just going to reach the right foot away from the floor, lower it down, and then the left. So you're moving from the hip joint here, not from your knee. So notice how I'm not bending from the knee or lengthening the leg at all. Just marching nice and easy. So lower abdominals should feel engaged. We're starting out easy. Don't worry, it's going to get harder. Next time you lift the left foot away, take the right foot up. And from here, we're tapping the right toes down or just coming to a hover, maybe 1 inch away from the floor. So notice that's a 90-degree angle of the leg. And then the knee comes directly over top of the hip. You should feel that lower belly engaged. TA band straight across the lower belly. Nice. And slowly come to a hover and lift off. And then the left. From here, we're going to alternate. So switching in the air and switch. That low belly should feel engaged. You're not spilling your soup. Your navel's drawing to your spine. 1 more set. Use your breath. Glue the inner thighs together. This time lower halfway and slow lift back up. Don't let that low back overarch. Lower halfway, slow lift back up. Should feel it right here in that core. 2 more, slowly lower. Keep that 90-degree angle of the legs, slow lift, so don't bend from the knee joint. Last one. This time, knees over the hips, reach the arms to the sides. Start to make your way over to the right to a hover. Come back to the center. Press down through the shoulder blades, press down through the palms, come over to the left, coming into a hover. Come back to the center, navel to spine, scoop your belly. Back up and over to the right. Back to the center. So you're hovering away from the floor. Don't let the legs lower all the way down. Keep those knees in line with the hips. Keep that 90-degree angle of the legs. One more to the right. Waking up the oblique center. Over to the left. Coming back to the center. Take the feet back down to the floor. From here, 1 foot at a time. Release the arms to your sides. Press your low back down and peel the hips away. This time coming into a bridge. Little sense of adducting, inner thighs drawing in toward the midline. As you lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way down to your tailbone. Press your low back down, peel the hips away, chin coming toward your chest. Lengthen the knees toward that opposite wall, and then lower down nice and easy, slowly using that abdominal control, releasing all the way down. Nice, let's press the low back down, peel the hips away. Little bit of adducting, so notice that the knees are splaying. Imagine you have a block between the knees, little squeeze, glutes should engage. As you lower down, use that abdominal control, roll through the spine. This last one, we're gonna peel up and hold, nice and easy, coming back to that bridge. Keep the hip points lifted, and then lower just an inch, and lift an inch. Lower an inch, lift an inch. Keep that sense of adducting, so you're squeezing a block or a ball between those knees, so inner thighs are engaged. You're not rolling out, letting the knees drop open. 2 more. Last one, peel it all the way down. Slide the hands back behind the head from here. Lifting the head away, navel drawing to your spine, scoop your belly. From here, lift the tips of the shoulder blades. Lift a little higher, elbows are wide, slow lower back down. Chest lift, exhale, lift. Lift a little bit higher. Slow lower back down. Keep the elbows wide here. Sink your navel to your spine. Make sure the weight of the head is in the hands. This next time we lift up. Hold, weight of the head comes into the hands, lift a little higher, and slow release. Exhale, lift. Lift a little bit higher, elbows wide. Slow release, 1 more like that, rising up. Slowly lift a little higher. Don't strain the neck, we're gonna come into a rotation of the spine, so lifting up. We'll rotate to the right, elbows are wide. Come back to the center. Rotate left, come back to the center. Come up in the middle just a little, and lower back down. Exhale, peel the tips of the shoulder blades away, rotate right. Slow center, rotate left. Slow center, lift up in the middle right here. Slow lower back down. Exhale, peel away, rotate right, elbows wide. Slowly center, rotate to your left. Nice, slowly center, lift it up in the middle. Lower all the way back down. 2 more sets, exhale, peel. Rotate right, elbows wide. Slowly center, coming into those obliques, rotate left. Nice, come back to the center, lift it up, lower down. Last one, rise, rotate right. Slowly center, rotate left. Nice, we're coming back to the center from here, lift a little higher. Slide the hands back behind the thighs, lift higher still. Little pulses lifting up for 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here, reach the arms, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Give your knees a hug. Rock it out side to side. Take your head side to side here. We'll let go of any tension in the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Nice, and then from here, go ahead and do a little circle, releasing it back. Nice, we're gonna set up for the 100. So from here, taking the feet back down to the floor, find that scoop of the belly, find that neutral spine so you're not overarching the back and you're not jamming the low back into your back. Lift 1 foot and then the other way, so you're coming into that tabletop position, reach the arms. Keep the rib cage dropping down, but float the arms up overhead. As you exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Slow float back down, try not to stress the neck. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, lift away. Slow release back down, nod the chin to the chest. We'll hold this one. Nice, pumping the arms, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. So you're welcome to stay here. If this is too much tension on the head, neck, and shoulders, lowering the upper body down, or maybe taking a ball back behind the head for support. Stay here and lengthen the legs. Squeeze the inner thighs, hugging in toward the midline. Stay here or lower down toward 45 degrees. Remember, you can always have the upper body rather on the floor. Stay here or slow lift, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, slowly lower, pumping the arms. Inhale, slowly lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Nice, 2 more. Last time through. We're gonna come back to 45 degrees this time and hold, pumping the arms, inhaling, nice, exhaling. Lower down. Give your knees a hug, rock it out. Take your head side to side, so release any tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. And then we're gonna rock it along the spine and come up to a seat here. And we're gonna get ready for rolling like a ball. So I want you to find that C-shaped curve the low back like we did in the warm-up. And then from there, scoop your belly, tuck your tail a bit, rock back your sitting bones, lift one foot then the other way. Slide the hands down to the shins, tuck the chin toward the chest a bit. We're gonna rock just 2 inches and rock to come up. So you're moving in one piece here. I don't wanna see you bringing your knees in towards your chest. I want you to think of like a balloon that you can pop if you bring the knees in too close. Exhale, scoop the belly, rock back. Rock up, just moving 2 inches. One more, exhale, rock it back. Rock to come up, stay with this, or exhale, rock along the spine. Rock it up to a seat and hold. Exhale, use your breath. Come up to a seat and hold. Don't let those toes touch down. Exhale. Use your breath. Nice, you're welcome to stay here, or slide the hands down to the ankles and maybe glue the forehead to the knees, getting a little tighter in your ball. And then finally, one more step. You can come to Farmer Joe with the thumbs at the armpits. And then see if you can glue those pinkies to the thighs. 2 more. Use your breath, last one. We're gonna hold this one at the top. This time, lengthen through the spine. We're gonna test the hamstrings. Lengthening that right leg. Lengthen the left leg. Extend through the chest. Reach the arms. Full teaser, squeeze the inner thighs together. Take another breath in. Take the feet to the floor. From here, lowering down. Draw the navel into the spine, around your back, lower all the way back down. Lengthen through the legs here, one at a time. And then squeeze the inner thighs together. Slide the hands right underneath the low back where you have this expanse between the low back and the mat. And then I want you to draw your navel into your spine and press your low back into your hands, slide the hands away. Come back to your awareness in your pelvis. Make sure you're not tucking it and spilling your soup towards you, or letting it arch, that low back arch up off the mat and spilling the soup away from you. So find that neutral spine, neutral pelvis. You can take 2 L's with your hands, find the lower rib cage with the index fingers, or the pelvis rather. Find the rib cage with your thumbs and drop the rib cage to the pelvis. Nice. From here, squeeze the inner thighs together. Float the arms up at shoulder height. As you lift the arms up overhead, drop your rib cage down. And as you exhale, nodding the chin to the chest, start to peel, 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 peel. We'll reach out and over the toes at the top. And then think rounding through the spine, squeeze the inner thighs and start to peel down one vertebrae at a time. Keep those legs actively engaged. Float the arms up overhead, drop the rib cage down. Exhale. Use your breath. Start to peel, rounding through the back. Reach out and over the toes. Nice, guys. Scoop your belly and peel back down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. As you reach the arms up overhead, the rib cage drops down, so don't let those ribs splay. Chances are the arms are not going to touch the floor, because in order for the fingertips to touch down, you'll have to splay the ribs. So you're stopping at that point before the ribs splay. So the arms won't come all the way up. They'll just come to a hover a few inches away. And then nodding the chin to the chest, squeeze the inner thighs and reach, reach, reach out over the toes. Nice. One more like that. On our last one, we're going to come all the way down. Exhale and peel. Use the inner thighs hugging in, reach out and over the toes. And from here, come all the way back down, nice and easy. Nice. From here, we'll lift the arms up overhead. Take the stretch from your fingers to toes. Let it go. And then from here, we're going to reach the arms down by your sides. Press down through the palms. We'll bend the knees in one at a time. Take the feet to the floor. We're going to do prep for roll over from here. So lengthening the legs one at a time up toward the ceiling. Ground down through the palm, shoulders away from the ears. Press the shoulder blades into the floor. Separate the legs the width of your mat. Slow lower toward 45 degrees. Don't let that back overarch. Squeeze the inner thighs. Slow lift to back to 90. So slow separate. Slow lower. Inner thighs connect. Slow lift. Make sure you're not using your momentum here. So keep this nice and controlled. Nice, guys. Looks good. So slow and what is our motto? Painful. Where's Jane? Slow and painful. Nice. On this last one, lift the legs back up. We're going to reverse it. So lower with the legs together first, then separate. Then slowly come back to center. Squeeze the inner thighs. Slow lower. Slow separate. Slow lift. Inner thighs connect. Nice. A few more just like that. Nice and slow. Using your breath. Last one. We're going to come all the way back to center. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Scoop your belly. We're going to trace a circle on the ceiling using those big toes. So you're going to circle up and around. And then maybe the hips peel away. Circling up and around. And hips peel up off the floor. Circling up and around. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Start with a small circle. And then from here, if you want to make this bigger and maybe float away from the floor, use your breath. Hold at the top. Make sure you're not bringing the weight onto the neck, so it's coming onto the shoulder blades here. Or you can keep your circle small with the hips on the floor. Last set, right and left. Nice, guys. From here, reach out through the toes. We're going to lower down for 4. Here's 3. Here's 2 and 1. Take the arms back up overhead. Drop your rib cage down. Heel it all the way up, and we'll reach out and over the toes here. Just get this nice stretch at the top. If you need to, bend your knees. Nice. I'm going to remove a layer. And then we're going to come into a spinal twist. If you have a Pilates circle or a ball at home, even a playground ball, you're welcome to use that. Sitting up nice and tall, take a hand to your low back. Make sure you have this inward curve of the spine. If you don't, that means your pelvis is rocked back and you're tucked under here. You don't want to come into a twist like that. So you can either elevate the hips on a block or bend the knees so you're nice and long. Nice, reach the arms. You can grab a circle or ball or just extend through the fingertips. Breath in, we're gonna rotate right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotating to the left. Imagine you have a circle here. That belly button is gonna stay right in the middle of the circle as you rotate. So you're gonna find it through here, through those side waist muscles, rotate. So this is not so much about the arms. Rotate right. Use your exhale. Back to the center. Rotate left. We're going to change this up a little. So we're going to bring the palms to face down. Bend the right elbow this time. Rotate right. Slow and wind. Bend the left elbow. Reach. Coming into that rotation. Nice. Rotate. And slowly release. And rotate. And slowly unwind. One more right and left. Reach. And rotate. Nice. Slowly come forward. From here, we're going to find a little tuck of the tail. So you're rounding through the lower back, but you're going to extend through the upper back. And then test the hamstrings out. Hands can come back behind the thighs. Extending the one leg out to the side and then the other. So you have a wide V here. Now from here, if you have the flexibility, you're welcome to slide the hands to the calves or to the ankles. We're going to squeeze the inner thighs together. So it's fine to have a bend in the knees here. And it's fine to bring the hands back behind the thighs. Come all the way together, slow open. Nice, exhale all the way together, slow open. Squeeze those inner thighs, lift through the belly, engage the core, slow squeeze. Slow open, 2 more. Use your exhale. Nice, last one, slow squeeze. Slow open, hold this one at the top, just holding, drawing the navel into the spine or rocking along the spine. Coming into open leg rocker, hold at the top, lengthen a little. Exhale, rock back. Just like in rolling like a ball, you want that same distance between your chest and your thighs that whole time. So you're not letting the legs come up and over. So you're keeping that same distance. And also making sure that you're not coming onto your neck here. You're really stopping at the tips of those shoulder blades. Last one. Use your exhale. You're going to hold at the top. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Nice. Reach the arms. Coming into full teaser. Stand across the collarbones, bend the knees in here. Nice, slide the hands back behind the thighs. We'll roll it back down onto the back. Release your arms at your sides, walk the feet in. Tuck the chin toward the chest. And then from here, press your low back down and peel the hips away. Little sense of adducting, so squeezing in toward the midline. Pour the weight into the left foot. Keep these hips lifted, glutes engaged. Right leg extends toward the ceiling. We're gonna flex and reach, point and swing. Flex and reach, point and swing. Flex, extend, point and swing. Keep those hip points lifted, 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 flex and reach. Nice, let's do 2 more here. So really engaging through that left hamstring. Last one, reach. Bring it back up to center, bend the knee here. Take your foot to the floor and roll on down. Nice, we're gonna come on to the other side. So press the low back down, peel the hips up. Hip points lift up toward the ceiling. Pour that weight into the right foot here. Left leg extends, flex the foot. Reach, extend, point and lift. Don't let the hips lower as that leg lowers. So that hamstring is really engaged through that right leg. Exhale. Lengthening toward that opposite wall. 2 more. Nice, right in line with that knee. Last one. And take it up. Bend the knee in here. Take your foot to the floor. Roll it all the way down. Nice, separate the feet apart. Drop your knees into the center. Just take a moment. Neutralize a little. Take your knees to your left and then to the right. Windshield wiper out the legs. Nice. 1 more set. We're gonna come back to the center. And then from here, walk the feet in a bit more. Release that right foot away. Interlace the fingers underneath that right knee. Bring this knee so it's right over the hip. If it's in too close to the chest, you're not engaging that TA band, so directly in line with the hip. Left leg extends right up at 90 degrees. Lower it down to 45, but don't let that low back start to arch up off your mat. Scoop your belly. Lift the tips of the shoulder blades away. Straight down the midline here. Straight down the midline. If this is too much on the head and neck, take a ball or blanket for support underneath the head, or lower the upper body down. You're still gonna get that core engagement. So support the neck, don't strain. Nice, hug the midline here. So straight down the midline, straight down the midline. Squeeze, like you're squeezing in. Last one. We're gonna go right into doubles from here, bend both knees in. Reach out through the arms and legs and wrap it in. So upper body stays lifted, arms and legs reach, and then wrap. And let's reach, and then wrap. 1 more like that, reach it out. Hands back behind that right thigh or the right calf, left leg toward the floor at a hover, double pull. Switch leg scissor, double pull. Switch leg scissor. If you're more flexible, bringing the hands back behind that calf. If you're not, hands back behind the thigh, little bend of the knee here. Squeeze in toward the midline. Lengthen and extend that opposite leg toward the other wall. Double pull. Last set. And both legs at 90 here. Hands back behind the head, elbows wide. If this feels like too much, you're feeling that strain in the head and neck, lower your upper body down. That's perfectly fine. Try not to squeeze the, or don't let that low back start to overarch here. Keep the inner thighs squeezing together. 1 more. This is double straight leg. We're gonna bend the right knee in, coming into crisscross. Lengthen that left leg, rotate right. Slow center, rotate left. Slow center, let those legs brush in the air, rotate. Slow center, coming into those obliques, rotate. Nice, rotate. Slow center, rotate left. 1 more set, right and left, here we go. Use your exhale, rotate left. Come on down. Give your knees a hug, take a little circle here. Nice, circle the other way. Take your head side to side. We'll lengthen the legs 1 at a time. Reach the arms up overhead. Get the stretch from your fingers to your toes. You're gonna bend the knees in here, roll onto your side, and press your way up to a seat, sitting up nice and tall. So from here, go ahead and swing the legs around. We're gonna come to the knees, and then from here, you're gonna shift over toward the right. So those feet are kind of on the other side of your hips. And then you're lengthening up through the crown of the head, keeping both sides of the waist long. We're gonna go through 2 sets here. So you're welcome to stay with the first set, which is on the floor, and repeat that set, or second set, which is a different exercise, your choice. We're gonna reach away from the feet first. So reaching out, bending into that elbow, find that length, crunch in toward the feet. Nice. Reach away and crunch in, getting this nice stretch and reach. Reach away and crunch in. One more, reach away. Nice. Now you're welcome to stay with this version on the floor or from here. Taking that hand down, it's going to be forward of the shoulder. So as you flex the feet and press into the foot, shoulder stacks over the wrist. Exhale, side plank, squeeze those inner thighs. So you can stay with that first exercise. Two more. Exhale, squeeze. Shoulder stacks over the wrist. Last one, lifting up and lowering down. Nice. We're going to swing the legs around. Bring the hips on the other side. Find length through both sides of the waist here. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach out through the crown of the head. Reaching away from the feet first. Reach. Draw it in. Get that crunch. Reach. Keep your chest turning up here. Crunch. Bending into that elbow. Relax the shoulder away from the ear. Nice. One more like this. Now you're welcome to stay here. Or from here, bringing that hand down. Again, it's forward of the shoulder, so that as you stack that shoulder, it's going to come right over top of your wrist. Press, squeeze those inner thighs like nobody's business, and find that full length through that whole side. Press and squeeze. Nice. One more. Press and squeeze. Reach up and lower down. Nice. We'll swing it around. Separate the knees apart. Bring your big toes together here. Sink your hips all the way back toward your heels. Take a little rest. You can take a little sway side to side, release the hips, relax the head. Relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. And from here, grab some water. Nice, I'm gonna slide my mat back. And then we're gonna come onto hands and knees here. So if you like, you can take a little padding underneath the knees if you have a blanket handy, or you can double up your mat, just holding it in half. And then make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips, or shoulders are stacked over your wrists, hips and knees, and then spread through the fingers here, press into the hands. We're just gonna warm up the wrists a little, so shifting a little bit forward, and a little bit back, and a little bit forward, and a little bit back. So keep spreading through the fingers and make that contact into the floor through the finger pads here and the knuckle pads. Nice, we'll take a little bit of a circle here. And reach the hips toward the heels and bring it around. Opening up through the shoulders and the hips, and then reversing that circle nice and easy. Nice, the next time that you come forward, back onto all fours, realign a bit. And then just drop the belly, extend the heart. And as you exhale, think of curling the tail under, press into the hands around all the way up. So inhale, the heart extends. Exhale, press into the floor, curl your tail under, around all the way up. Move through just a couple more. Cat and cow here. Nice, one more like that. And then from here, go ahead and come to neutral. We'll walk the hands out. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, and then take the hips up and back. And start to just pedal the feet. So bending one knee as you reach and straighten that other hip toward the mat. Nice. From here, we'll lengthen the heels toward the floor. Lifting up through the sitting bones. Really press into the hands. Think of the chest moving toward the thighs. Nice. As you inhale, shift forward, come into that plank position. Shoulders over your wrists, firm the belly and thighs. As you exhale, draw your thighs back. So upside down V, aka downward dog. And then shifting forward, make sure the fingers are spread and the weight's in all parts of the hands. And then draw it back. One more like that, shifting forward. You should be pretty well set up from that down dog to find your plank. And then from here, we'll walk the hands all the way back toward the feet. Try not to rock much side to side. You can bend the knees here as needed. We're gonna come to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Shake your head, yes and no, let go of any tension. And then we're gonna soften the knees and start to roll your way up to stand. Keeping the knees soft, but think of actively pressing down to the floor and activate the abdominals here. And then chin to your chest, imagine you're peeling away from a wall. Abdominals are active, roll it down nice and easy. Allow the head to hang, allow the arms to hang. and then press down through the feet into the floor. Keep the knees soft, and step one vertebrae on top of another here. Last thing, it comes up, shoulders, neck, and then the head, grow tall, and then chin to your chest. Peel away from that imaginary wall. Nice, coming into roll downs. Allow the head to be heavy, allow the arms to hang. And then as you peel back up, nice and slow, stacking one vertebrae on the top of another. Roll all the way up, shoulders, neck, and head. One more like that. Chin to your chest, peeling down. Keep the knees soft, so a little bend in the knees here so you're not hyperextending the legs. And then peeling back up. Keep that bend in the knees, but press the feet into the floor. Abdominals are engaged. Nice. Roll your shoulders back. We're going to add on from here. Coming into Pilates push-ups. So I'm going to show you a couple different versions that you can do. You're going to take the hands on the floor, a little bend in the knees as needed. Walk it all the way out so shoulders are over top of your wrists. You're welcome to stay here, one long line, lowering down, or lower the knees to the mat. You're going to hug the elbows in, chest is aiming forward for 3. Pressing away for 2. And 1. Elbows hugging in for those side ribs. And then tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up and back. So it's a tricep push-up. Try not to rock side to side. You can bend the knees. Softening the knees as you roll it up. Stack one vertebrae on top of another. Roll top. Shoulders roll back to the top. And then navel to spine, scooping the belly, peeling away from that imaginary wall. Take the hands all the way down. Walk it out for 1, 2. On 3, shoulders in line with your wrists. So you're welcome to drop the knees or not, elbows hugging in. So you can lower down 2 inches here. You can lower down halfway. 1 more. And then lift the hips up and back. And then walk the hands all the way back toward the feet. Take a little bend in the knees. Feet are separated, sitting bone width apart. Press the floor away. Roll up to stand. Shoulders roll back, grow top. Once again, chin to the chest, peeling down slowly. Take the hands to the floor, walk it all the way out. Bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrists. If you're lowering the knees, make sure you're one long line here. You can lower 2 inches. You can lower halfway. Or elbows hugging in, nose to your mat. Nice. From here, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Walking the hands all the way back toward the feet. Soften your knees. Stepping one vertebrae on top of another. Engage your abdominals. Shoulders roll back, grow top. Once again, peel down. Peeling away from that wall. Hands to the floor. If you're getting tired, don't get sloppy. Lower the knees. And then just make sure your head's not hanging here. So head is in line with the spine. Elbows are hugging in, so you're getting those triceps. 1 more here. Nice. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Take your hands all the way back toward the feet. This time we're going to soften the knees and then make your way up to stand. Rolling up through the spine. Roll your shoulders back here. We'll grow top. Grab a hold of your weights. Don't worry, you can do this whole series without the weights as well. It's just going to be just as effective. So feet are separated, sitting bone width apart. Drawing your navel into your spine. Roll your shoulders back, scoop your belly, soften your knees. Abdominals are engaged. Again, think of that spilling of your soup. So you're not rocking forward or pressing the hip points forward or letting the tail stick out. So tailbone's heavy, navel's drawing to your spine, ribs are drawing in. Reach the arms. Exhale as you lift. So we're exhaling on the exertion. Just a shoulder height here. Slow lower. Nice, navel's drawing towards your spine. We've got 4 more here. Lift. Try not to swing. Control that descent. 2 more. Nice, last one. Hold it out here. You're going to create a circle in the air. You don't want to see this. So your upper body's going to stay quiet. Always have a mover and a stabilizer in Pilates. So we're stabilizing through that whole center of the body. And then we're moving the arms. For 4 more. For 3. For 2. And 1. Slow circles. Reversing that circle opposite direction. Try not to rock back and forth. Keep the upper body still. Soften the knees. Carving out that circle in the air. Nice. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. I feel it too. Last one. Bring your palms to face up. And then pressing toward the wall behind you. So if at any point the weights are feeling like too much, remember you can do this without the weights. So press and reach and press Nice, 5 more. So you're making like a little C shape in the air here. Just 4, 3, nice, 2, last one. Nice, let's give that a break. Bring the arms forward, slow lower the right, and lift up. Try not to elevate the shoulders, slow lower the left. Look at your wrist. Make sure you're not breaking at the wrist here. So wrist is long, navel's drawing toward the spine. You're controlling that descent. And from here, we're gonna alternate in the air. So try not to elevate the shoulders. Lifting the right and the left so you're not rocking side to side here. Nice and easy. Woo, 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Nice, last one. We're gonna reach the arms back out, bend the elbows so they're in line with the shoulders. Bring them in and open it out. Shoulder blades glide onto the back. Try and keep the upper body still. Try and keep the wrist long, arms parallel. Try and keep those elbows in line with the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes, back body engaged. 5 more. Upper body's quiet. 4. On our last one, we're gonna join the wrists and squeeze for 2. 2 more. Glue them together, little pulses, small range, little lifts up. Keep going. Nice, we're almost there for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Woo! Release your weights. Shake it out. Nice. I'm gonna slide forward. And then from here, we're gonna roll it down through the spine. So coming back to that roll down, you tuck your chin to your chest and just peel all the way down. We're gonna walk it out from here, and we're gonna take downward dog or an upside down V and just pedal the feet. So bend the knee here as you straighten through the other. Nice. Lengthen the heels through the mat. Lift up through your sitting bones. Really press into the hands. Press the floor away. We'll shift forward to plank. You can lower your knees. Or for a little more challenge, come forward onto your tippy toes and lower all the way down in one piece. Nice. And then we'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders here. You can press up, widen the knees a bit, and then bring your hips towards your heels. Around your spine. Take a little rest pose. Nice, let's take a little side stretch, walk it out to the right. Laying your chest over that right thigh, press into the hands. Reach your hips to the left and then walk it through center. We'll walk it over to the left and reach your hips over to the right. Nice, from here we're gonna come back to center and then we're gonna come back onto all fours. So realign so your hips and knees are in line, stack your shoulders over the wrists here. And then if you have a ball or a weight, you can bring it back behind this right knee. Scoop your belly, and then we're gonna lift and come to a hover. So I want you to think of stabilizing through the whole center of the body, really slowing this down, and then coming to a hover maybe an inch away. So you're not swinging back and forth here. You're keeping some weight into that right hand. Your head is in line with the spine. You're not letting the head drop. You're keeping this 90-degree angle with that leg. Use your exhale. Imagine you're pressing a button on the ceiling with that big toe. Try not to rock back and forth. 4 more. Here's 3. Nice. Here's 2. On our last one, we're going to do a little pulse at the top, little lifts for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, we're coming back behind the knee, nice and slow, and then out to the side, like a dog on a fire hydrant. But I don't want you to hike that hip. So it's just back behind the knee, and then out to the side without hiking that hip. Don't lift it. Use your exhale. Keep the fingers spread. Keep bringing weight into other parts of the hand here. 4 more. Nice. For 3. Here's 2. On our last one, we're going to hold it up here. Small range, so little pulses, little lift. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going into circles. So like you've got a pencil on that knee, draw a circle all the way out and around in the air. All the way out and around. 2 more. Really use that core to stabilize. Try and keep your hips still. Last one. We're gonna reverse the circle, so coming in the opposite direction. Nice. Here's 3, 4. One more, and we'll take a little breather here. So from here, release that down, sink your hips to your heels. Walk the hands out, rest your forehead on the mat. Give your wrists a little break here, take a breather. And then we're gonna come back onto all fours. If you have wrist issues and this is feeling like too much, you have the option to lower onto your forearms for this, but this is what I wanna see, ribs in, not letting your tail stick out and letting your belly fall. So your belly stays lifted. Otherwise, come back to all fours, left leg this time, and then we're gonna lift and come to that hover. And rise up, like you're pressing a button on the ceiling. You should feel those side base muscles engage. Obliques are really fired up here so that you're not pouring all that weight into the right side. Use your exhale. Head in line with the spine, don't let the head hang. Nice, 3 more here, lift. Here's 2. Here's 1. We're gonna hold at the top, little pulses, small range, little lifts up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, back behind the knee, out to the side. But we're gonna go slowly, and you're trying to stabilize through the rest of the body. So engaging that core, try not to swing around here. Back behind that knee. Use your exhale. 4 more here. Lift. Here's 3. Nice. Keep the fingers spread. Don't let that weight come just into the wrist. Find a little lift up out of the wrist and back. Press it away. Last 1. We're going to come into a pulse. Small range. Little lifts up. For 2. Nice. We're going to do that circle once again. So 5 and 5. All the way out and around. All the way out and around. Try and keep those hips still. 2 more. Lift through the belly. Last 1. We're going to reverse this circle. All the way out and around. For 2. Woo. 3. Don't worry, we'll take a break for the wrist after this. 4. And last 1, 5. Go ahead and separate the knees apart. Just about the width of your rib cage here. Sink your hips toward your heels. Rest your forehead. Take a little breather. Give those wrists a break. Nice. We're going to come up. Take a little sip of water here. And we'll take a little break for the wrists. So you can bring the backs of palms together here and just take a little circle. Woo. And then reversing this circle in the opposite direction, nice and easy. Nice. From here, we're going to come forward and lower onto your belly. And do a little back extension. So just let the elbows kind of splay. And then I want you to draw the elbows in. Notice how that brings some weight into the hands here. And then I want you to actively press the tops of the feet into the floor so much the kneecaps are lifting away. So kneecaps lift away, glutes are engaged, belly is scooping, and then just feel the chest away, but keep the back of the neck long. Lift a little higher from here. Elbows drawing in, slow lower. You can test yourself, make sure you're not using your hands. Feeling away, test yourself, hands lift away. Lift a little higher, squeeze those glutes. Slowly lower. Head in line with the spine here, so no tension in the head and neck. 2 more, peel away. Squeeze those glutes, lift. Slowly lower, last 1. Exhale, elbows hug in, reach. Nice, don't press into the hands to lift. Use those back extensors to lift. Shoulders away from the ears, and we'll lower down. From here, reach your arms to your sides if you've got a stripe running down your pants. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, roll your chest and shoulders away. Lift from the chest, not the neck, so not here, but keep the back of the neck long. Lift a little higher, slow. Roll your shoulders back, peel away. Lift, squeeze those glutes, slow lower. 2 more like that, so lift and hold. Shoulders roll back, squeeze the glutes. Back body engaged, lift a little higher. Lower down, last time through. Squeeze the glutes, lift higher. Nice, lower down, look over that right shoulder. And then you can shimmy the hips. So take the feet apart here. Let the toes drop in toward one another, heels fall apart. Take that stretch of the head and neck, pressing the ear into the mat. Shimmy the hips, release your low back. Take a little breather here. We'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders. And then from here, sink your hips back toward your heels. So separate the knees apart a bit. Big toes come together, take a breath. Nice, we're gonna come back onto our belly. We're gonna do one more with spine extension. So slide any props or things out of your way so you have room to reach the arms. If you have shoulder issues, you might want to make this a little smaller. I'll show you how to modify. Otherwise, we're trying to get full range of motion of that shoulder joint. Tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. We're going to reach the arms out and then lift the kneecaps away. We're going to take the arms to a hover. We're going to sweep the arms back. Extend the spine, bend the elbows, reach around. Exhale, lift, head in line with the spine, squeeze those glutes. Exhale and lift. So if this feels like too much on the shoulders, maybe coming halfway just to here and not all the way back, yeah? And if it's okay with your shoulders, sweep it all the way around. Either way, see if you can find this lift of the chest. Nice, 2 more. Exhale, sweep. Last one, we're gonna reach. Release it down, look over that opposite shoulder. Press your ear into the mat. Heels fall apart, big toes come toward one another. And then from here, we'll slowly release. Slide your hands up underneath your shoulders, pressing up, fold back. Hips to your heels, take a rest pose. Nice, from here, nice and easy. We're gonna come back onto all fours. So finding that pulling up into the belly, navel is drawing in toward the spine here. We'll take the right leg straight back. You're gonna lift this leg, but make sure you're not elevating the hip. So bring your hand to your pelvis. Bring some awareness into your pelvis. Make sure hips are level here. You come to a hover and lift. Really reach to that heel, so fully extend that leg. And you can stay here, bring the hand to the head like you're saying, oh my. Slow lift, slow lower. Use your exhale. You can release that hand back down. 2 more here. On our last one, little pulses, so small range of motion, little lifts. And then from here, we're gonna carve out a circle in the air. So you're gonna keep your hips still, and then you're isolating the leg in the hip joint here. Use your exhale. Try and keep those hips really, really still. That's your challenge. 2 more. Big circles. Last one. Slow circles here. We're going to reverse it. Navel drawing to your spine. Flex the foot. Reach back through the heel. Nice. You should feel this in your glutes. Yeah. 2 more. I'm laughing because I really feel it. I did it this morning too. Last one. Nice. From here, we're going to turn it in. So internally rotate. External rotation. So it's coming from the hip joint here. It's not coming from the toes. You're turning it in the hip joint, turn it out. The next time you internally rotate, hold, tap it in, tap it out, flex that foot. So you might feel a little awkward. We're getting all the glutes tonight, even the secret ones. 4 more. Tap, tap for 3, 2. Last one. This time we're going to bring it toward that back corner of the mat. Drop your heel so you're externally rotating. Reach toward that back corner. So you're reaching it out on the diagonal. Try not to swing the leg. What happens is we get tired when we kind of swing it. Don't do that. Use your exhale. 3 more. 2 more on our last one. Small range, little pulses up for 2. Nice, we're gonna circle toward that corner. So right hand corner, circling. 2 more. Last one, reverse the circle. So you're circling toward that right hand corner of the room, or you can aim it toward that right corner of your mat. Woo! Nice, we'll release it over that opposite foot. Take a peek over that left shoulder. First back through the heel, get that nice stretch to that side. Release your toes. We're gonna sink the hips to the heels. Take a little break for your wrists here. Slide the hands forward. Nice, we're gonna come back onto all fours. Line it back up, spread through the fingers. Find a lift up out of your wrist like you're lifting away. Left leg back this time. You're gonna lift it up to hip height. Take your hands to your hips, make sure they're level. Lifting and lowering with those hips level. Should really feel this engagement of the lower belly here. And then you can bring your hand to your head. Like you're saying, oh my, head in line with your spine. Use your exhale. Two more. Nice, from here, little pulses up, small range, and bring that hand back down. Keep the rest of the body still. And then we're gonna carve out that circle in the air. Carve it out. Carve it out. Don't let those hips move. So your challenge here is to keep those hips still as you're moving the leg. So like Pilates said, he'd rather see 10 done perfectly than 60 done sloppily. So it's about quality, not quantity. Reverse the circle. Abdominals pulling up and in, navel drawing to your spine, try not to swing that leg. Keep this controlled. Two more. Last one, reach it straight back, internally rotate, external rotation. So toes are turning in and out, but you're moving all the way up in that hip joint. Turn it in. Nice. The next time you internally rotate, hold, we're gonna tap it in, tap it out, tap it in, tap it out. A little hot potato. Woo! 3 more. On our last one, we're gonna go back toward the left-hand corner, drop the heel, so externally rotate, lift and lower, reaching through that back heel, toward that back corner. Try not to crunch into that left side. Keep the upper body steady. Keep a lift up out of your wrist. Keep the abdominals pulling up and in. We're almost there, guys. 3 more. 2. On our last one, it's a little pulse, so small range of motion here, little lifts up. And then from here, we're gonna circle toward that corner. We're nearing the end of class. And reverse that circle. So hang in there, guys. 9, 8. Woo! 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Bring it over. Look over the right shoulder. Ah, press back through that heel. Should feel nice. And then release your toes here. Slide your hands forward. We're going to separate the knees apart. Bring your hips to your heels, round your spine. Ah. Take a breather. Nice, we're gonna do a little something for the wrists. So if it feels uncomfortable to sit on your knees, just come to a seat here. And then this time interlace your fingers, bring the heels and the palms together, take a little circle. And then reversing, opposite direction. Nice, reach the right arm out, reach the fingertips back. Fingertips up. Switch. Ah. Nice, interlace the fingers, reach. Nice, we're gonna do a quick little side line before we stretch it out. So we're gonna come onto your side. You're gonna stack the hips here. Make sure you're one long line with your mat. You can extend that arm or bend that elbow and rest your head. Most important thing is hips stacked. We're gonna point up, flex, raise this down. So it's a small range, it's not really big. More important that this stays controlled. The hips stay stacked, the navel's drawing in toward the spine, your belly is scooping. Should feel that side waist really actively working. This hand can be in front for balance. Try and relax the head, neck, and shoulders. So don't tense up the head and neck. 3 more, flex, release. 2 more. Nice, last one. Keep it up there, we're gonna circle. Slow it down, so make sure you're not moving those hips. You guys are like enough with the circles, Meredith. Like you're circling the inside of a barrel, so take a peek down, making sure you're getting that area back behind you too. So you're not just coming to the midline for a half circle. No half circles here, full circles, reverse. Abdominals pulling up and in, keep your hips still. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see you lose control. Everything's in. Nice. Use your exhale. 4 more. For 3. Here's 2. On our last one, bring it back behind you. Bend your knee here. Quad stretch. Press your hip points forward. Release. We're going to bend that bottom knee, stacking your hips. Feet are in line with your sitting bones. And we're just going to open, close for clamshell. If you like, you can put a weight right here on this top hip, or you can keep your hand here just to kind of make sure you're not opening out like this, so that pelvis stays stacked the whole time. The pelvis is level, the hips stay stacked. 4 more. 3, 2. On our last one, we're going to hold it up here. It's a small range. 2, 3, 4. And then from here, you can elevate the feet if you like for the second set. Lift and lower for 2. Woo. Nice, last one, it's a pulse. Now, that was our second set. You're welcome to take a break right here, or third set, this is optional. This is like bonus round. Tap, tap, so tapping the knee, tap the toes. Other foot stays the same. Tap, 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 tap. 3 more, we're almost there. Woo, it's burning. 2 more. Last one. Go ahead and lengthen that bottom leg. Bring this top leg around and just kind of give it a nice little rub. Rub it out. You can give it a little tough love. We're going to swing the legs around. So stay facing me, but swing your legs around in the opposite direction. Start by stacking your hips here. You can bend this elbow. You can lengthen this arm. Look down, make sure you're in line with the back of your mat. Nice. From here, lifting up. Flex, resist on the way back down. So it's not a huge range of motion. The leg is parallel. The toes and the knees are pointing straight ahead. You're scooping your belly, and then you're working to keep the hips stacked the whole time. Take a peek down, make sure they are. Nice, 4 more. Reach through your heel. Slow it down just a bit. 3. Reach through the heel. 2. Nice, on our last one, we're gonna keep it up here. We're gonna draw a circle in the air. So it's a big circle. Imagine the inside of a barrel. Look down, making sure you're getting that space behind you. So most of us tend to just kind of cheat it and go to the midline. You want to get that secret glute all the way back behind you. 3 more. 2. Last one, we're going to reverse this circle. Abdominals pulling up and in. Nails drawing towards your spine. Use your exhale. Woo! 2 more. All the way out and around. Last one. We're going to bend the knee. Little stretch here. Stretch the quad. You can press the hip points forward. We're going to set up for clamshell. So bend that other knee in. Stack the hips. Feet are in line with the sitting bones here. And then you're just opening and closing. Imagine you have an apple for the teacher on this top hip. You're trying not to let that spill. Four more. 3, 2. On our last one, it's a pulse. Small range. We're almost there, guys. This is it, I promise. I'm not lying. Elevate the feet. Second set. Lift and lower. Check to make sure the hips are staying stacked, so you're not opening up here. Stacked the whole time. So you're getting that side glute, medial glute right here. 3 more. 2. On our last one, it's a pulse. Small range. Little lifts up. Woo! Nice. Bonus round. Remember, you can take a break here and rest or tap. Tap. The bottom leg stays the same. You're tapping the knee, tapping the toes. Tapping the knee, tapping the toes. You're moving in the hip joint. Woo! 4 more. Goodness. 3. Whose idea was this anyway? 2. Last one. And we'll lengthen that bottom leg. Oh, rub this one out. Oh, it feels so much better. Come onto your belly. Stack one hand on top of the other. Shimmy the hips here. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Press up and fold back. Hips to your heels. Round your spine. Should feel good. And we're going to swing the legs around and come onto your back here. Quick stretch for the hips. Right ankle to the left knee. Stay here. If you're already feeling the stretch, or take this foot away, you can slide the hands back behind the thigh. If this causes you any tension at all in the upper body, then just keep the arms released. And you can lengthen this leg, take a little circle. Circle the other way. We'll flex, draw it in, and point, lift it up. On this last one, you're going to hold in a little closer. And then go ahead and lengthen that leg long onto your mat. Scoot your hips maybe 2-3 inches to your right. So as you drop the knee across the body, the hips are stacked here. And then release that arm, look over the right shoulder, breathe into that stretch. And then unwind, left ankle, right knee this time. Stay here, release the foot. Stay here, take the hands back behind the thigh. Breathe into the stretch. Lengthen the leg, take a little circle in the ankle. Circle the other way, and then if you like, flex, draw it in, and quite lift it up, so you're moving from the knee joint here. And on the third one, we're just gonna hold, take a little deeper stretch. Pulling it in a little closer, and then lengthen that leg long. Scoot your hips to the left, drop your knee, cross the body here, stack your hips, let the weight of that left shoulder blade release into the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, we'll unwind. Lengthen the legs long onto your mat. Reach your arms at your sides, a little bit away from the body here. Palms come to face up, take a breath in. And as you exhale, send that breath all the way down to your toes. And then slowly working your way up, starting from your feet. Relaxing your way up to your calves. Relaxing your thighs, your hips, your back, your belly, your chest. Your arms at your sides, all the way out to your shoulders, neck, and head. And then from here, taking the arms up overhead, take the spinal stretch from fingers to toes. We'll bend the knees in here, roll onto your side, using that upper body strength to press your way back up to a seat. And then take a moment coming back to where we started, lengthening up to the crown of the head, take a breath in. Exhale the breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale it out. And we're done.